if you want to keep this riding blue, you only have one place to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Margaret Barr.
You know, people like Malcolm, what he didn't tell you is he's not only been a lifelong Liberal until now, but he was also the former president of the local Riding Association. So welcome to all Liberals, NDPers, and everybody else who may have finally seen the light of day. The PC Party is the party that allows you to have your say, rather than saying what you must have. Raising taxes, the darned HST, failing to come through on the promised funding for our wonderful Cambridge Memorial Hospital, and yet spending millions on the lens. Exactly, somebody said, "Psh, that's how I feel." This is all money that should be placed with frontline healthcare workers, not an intermediary group. Putting up more than $40 million to bring foreign students to Ontario when our own children can't afford the rising costs of a higher education. These are but a few of the issues and concerns that will be addressed and rectified by the progressive Conservatives in Ontario. Most, if not all of you, are fully cognizant of the need to rid the province of the McGuinty Liberals. Our pocketbooks simply cannot afford them. Grace, you stop that. But this particular campaign, the one we're in right now, it isn't all about that general election that's coming up in October. In fact, right now there's a campaign in full swing to decide which nominee candidate will best represent the Cambridge North Dumfries riding for the Progressive Conservatives. Best represent? Yes. And most importantly, who can and will win it? I know the Cambridge North Dumfries riding, and I'm best positioned to win it for the Progressive Conservatives. I can tell you right now that I know all 5 of the other candidates, and each of them are fine people. But none of them are as prepared for this campaign as I know that I am. This campaign promises to be, pardon the pun, a no-holds-barred war. A war of the words. And we're not taking any prisoners. The Liberal candidate is not to be taken lightly, and neither is the Liberal Party in this riding. She and her family have lived in this riding for a very long time. She's fairly well known within our community, and she is a polished public speaker. When making a decision who will get your vote on nomination day, please remember, winning the PC nomination is one thing. Being fully equipped and well known enough to win the general election in October is quite another. Without reservation, I'm going to make you a few campaign promises right now. And I am going public to tell you that there's not another one of the nominees, of the 5 other nominees, who can make you these 3 promises. Each one might be able to make you one of these 3, but I am the only candidate who can make these 3 promises to you and to this community. I live here. I have not been parachuted in by a group who wish to control local issues and local politics. I have never been, nor will I ever be, a member of any group that promotes amalgamation of our city. I have no intention, provincially or at any other level of government, of supporting any motion that would expend tax dollars to fund private schools for every known religion or special interest group. I ask you, please, to help me become your voice at Queen's Park, not my voice. People hear my voice a lot of times. I want to be your voice. If you haven't already done so, I ask you please to complete a membership form, which is out in the hallway, and take a few forms home and convince your family and friends. But remember, the forms must be returned to me or a member of my team, or to the party itself, if you go online, by March 25th. If your membership is not completed by that date, you will not be allowed to attend the nomination meeting and cast your ballot. Very important is the nomination meeting. You must be present to vote on April 16th. There is no proxy voting allowed. Again, I thank all of you for attending this evening. I hope when you leave here, you leave fully understanding and knowing that I'm still the straight talk person that you've come to know over the years, and that my phone, email, and my door are always open to you, your ideas, and your concerns. And I want everyone in this room to know, and you're free to pass it along, that my wonderful campaign manager, browbeater that he is, doesn't take on the role of speaking for me as some campaign managers do. Malcolm works so hard, but I want each of you to know that my card out there that has the email address and the phone number on it, that's me. That's my personal email and that's my personal phone number. I am never too busy to speak with those who want to support me, or even those who don't want to support me and just want some answers to their questions. I'm here, as I always have been. And I just have one last very special person to thank. This person gave up a full-time job to work full-time on my campaign. He just happens to be the love of my life. He's my son, Jason.